Pisces, you are on the verge of a completely new life, whether you know it or not. There is like a lightning bolt moment in illumination that is happening. You are liberating yourself from the illusion. You have the goddess of Kali here, which is the goddess of destruction, and destruction of all fears, of all illusions. Maya being the world, being also the ego mind, the ego in general. You are starting to see more clearly in the situation where you're at. There's a sense of review of the past, to see what needs to be done for the future. And I see here a lot of beautiful energy for the future. You have here the future card, and you have the past card that came here as well. And so you're reviewing perhaps what hasn't worked for you when it comes to your creativity. You have creativity, spark of creativity here. And you are having a rebirth when it comes to how to do things, how to be. Again, everything comes from within. From within, you create, you manifest without, right? And yeah, we want to be without anything. We want to be at the 0 point where we reach our soul that is beyond our mind. I've talked about that in the twin flame reading, the last twin flame reading. And you know, as you know, the twin flame journey is very spiritual, and the ones who, not everybody is on that journey, but some of us have this very deep and intense bond with the masculine or a feminine that is our mirror, and that really accelerates our growth, spiritual growth. And this journey is spiritual per se. It doesn't have to do with the other, but really more with ourselves. So we definitely invite you to also watch the twin flame readings when you get a chance, because there I work more on what needs to be looked at within ourselves. I'll go a little bit deeper than the story. And so here you are looking into what hasn't worked, and also what isn't working in your situation when it comes to people, when it comes to where you're finding yourself at, and why are you here. You know, there's a lot going on when it comes to observing your circumstances. But as well, what is being seen is that you need to step into more humor. That's the first card that came through, and that is perhaps the key here on how you've done things in the past, perhaps with a lack of humor, a lack of lightness. Perhaps you were too much in the mind again, too much in the judging yourself a lot, judging everything you do, overanalyzing things. And that could have to do also with where you're finding yourself at here in your situation, because you have a 7 of Summer, a 7 of Cups here that is saying no more procrastinating. Your power comes from making a decision. Confusion that arises from overanalyzing the options. So perhaps you are not able to step into your power. That has been the case in the past, because you've been overanalyzing everything and just out of fear, not letting yourself take that leap of faith. But what they're saying here is that you have a 6 of Spring, and this is 6 of Wands. Wonderful news is on its way. Smart choices that bring rewards, success, and public recognition. So there is a lot of success once you're able to make the decision that empowers you. And so that power can only come, that confidence can only come from within once you do that work internally. And that rebirth, that liberation is from yourself, truly. It could be liberation ultimately from the situation where you find yourself in, but you put yourself in the situation because from within there were holes that were not whole. Okay, so as you're stepping into the Hermit mode here, we had the Emperor and the Hermit that came both together, you know, both major arcana, so very, very important. Find or be a mentor. Take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. So as you go within, there's a sense of you needing to step into your spiritual mentor role, or, you know, more of your spirituality in general. But some of you are supposed to step into a place of power in that way, not egoically, but into confidence, into what you bring to others. You know, you bring a lot more than you think you do, right? So we need to step into that confidence. This Emperor here, use logic and structure to increase your success. Get organized, a firm but compassionate leader. So finding a more firmness within you. The compassion is definitely you, Pisces. You're definitely the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Cups energy came through in their spread here. We'll see what the tarot says later, but already in your oracles, and this is an oracle tarot, we see this very determined energy. But the Queen of Cups has been you being very compassionate, the psychic queen, but perhaps sometimes giving too much of your beautiful heart, right? So finding the way to bring that love, you know, not closing the heart, but perhaps in a more spiritual way where that heart overflows. And again, in the twin flame reading that came through, and you step into another dimension, which is not the three-dimensional field, but the 5D, where you're able to give that love, but it's impersonal. Now, you need to persevere. Perhaps you find yourself a little bit stuck, again, in the situation, but there is the colors coming out of this darkness. There is here, as you continue praying, as you continue connecting with the divine, the answers will flow. You need to just truly connect with your soul and get out of your head, go beyond your mind, and let the circumstances change by themselves, actually. Right now it's just a moment to focus on your heart and on the divine and on what truly your dream is. And as this focus keeps on being nurtured internally, the circumstances, the clarity will come. Because here you have the clarity. Look, you have the Queen of Light. You have being lucid, illumination, celebration. Here you have the Dancer of the Sun. This is an activity that brings you joy, celebration of life, abundance. I mean, this is beautiful. It's like a sun energy in the tarot. It's all the blessings coming through. She holds a light in her hands. You could be a healer through your hands, energetic healer. I mean, there's just so much beauty coming on from here. Joy, abundance, celebration of life. So you need to focus on that within you. What is that brings you that? What would be that? And it doesn't have to be like knowing exactly what's, you know, every step to take. You need to just focus on the feeling of that, on the feeling of that which will bring you joy, this joy internally, and then that will flow by itself, right? But just focus within on your heart desire and stay connected to a higher frequency, right? Don't try to figure everything out here. It's the heart connected directly there, okay? And have positive expectation, they're saying. That is how you will find the clarity, okay? So because if you're too much in the mind, you will see all the negative stuff. No, you need to, perhaps that is what needs to be overcome here, this mind, this overanalyzing. And as you step up and step through this, you're able to find clarity, and the next steps on your path are going to be given to you. Okay, but here also the next messages that came through that are really meaningful before we get into the Tarot Pisces is 10 of Summer, 10 of Cups. An emotionally fulfilling life with family or friends. Raising children wisely, people you can trust. So you're gonna get into that, you know, happily ever after, really the emotional fulfillment with the right people around you. Perhaps here there's a couple, there's children, that, you know, this happiness that you are wishing for. Just focus internally on that and just surrender this heart desire to the universe without trying to figure everything out. The universe will figure it out for you. your only work is to focus here from your heart and spiritually. Okay, just stay there in this frequency. Unity. Do the right thing for the right reason. Compare traditional versus new approaches to see which works for you. So perhaps, again, the way you were doing it, and perhaps the way other people do it traditionally, and perhaps new innovative ways, which are your way. A spiritually minded community. So, that could be very significant. Are you in the right place here? The right situation, the right people around you? Is that truly who you are? That's a question to be looked at, Then you have renewal. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright new future. Understanding your life purpose. That's the thing. You are understanding at this time your life purpose. Releasing judgments of yourself and others. Very important here. And we definitely see here a walking away. You have an 8 of Summer, 8 of Cups. The desire for a more meaningful life. Realizing that it's time to move on. Choosing to make major life changes. Life experience. Let go of belief systems that no longer work for you. Belief systems. An important life-changing event. Again, a situation that leads to significant opportunities. So there is going to be an opportunity. There is going to be something happening here. News, someone saying something to you, an insight that is going to be very meaningful. So to see that sign, you need to be synchronized. And so to be synchronized, you need to be out of your head. You need to be higher, like we talked about. And underneath we saw the Lovers. True love that is long-lasting. Choices made from the heart. A return to good health. So when it comes to love, it's beautiful. You have the Lovers and the 10 of Cups in your subconscious here. Energies. So let's see what the Tarot says here. The Pisces, please. Yeah, strength. You need to find this inner strength right now. Definitely. We have the Lovers behind. There's a choice that needs to be made. Definitely. And that is perhaps not easy. But again, this inner strength will be found by finding the power within you. And that means surrendering to the power within you. It's not creating anything. It's surrendering to your truth. Whatever is happening around you. When it comes to a very intense soulmate relationship here, there's a lot of desire, a lot of fire, intensity, joy as well. But you've needed and you need to be very strong in that situation. Yeah, we see underneath the Hangman, so maybe there's a stalemate a little bit, like there's space that has been given here. 2 of Pentacles underneath. So again, yeah, the choice. We saw that in one of our last readings here. And the Fool, Pisces. Yeah, there's new beginning. 6 of Swords, going towards calmer waters. Wherever you are here, I just feel here there is a new beginning taking place. It's taking that leap of faith, Pisces. Yeah, and stepping into your power. 7 of Wands with the Page of Wands. Having the strength and the courage to defend your truth and defend the Page of Wands is going for what makes you feel joy, like we saw in the oracle reading, the oracle cards. It's about being creative, but it's about living your life from your fire, from your passion. And this is standing your ground when it comes to that. Whatever people say around you. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Getting into that confidence mode, Pisces. Yeah, 9 of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Pisces, the Hierophant. Definitely this has to do with your spiritual growth, commitment. There could also be, marriage involved here. But this is it's a number 5, it's the number of change. 9 of Pentacles, being self-employed, doing your own thing. Ace of Pentacles, don't miss that opportunity, Pisces. This is divinely put on your path. So whatever you feel strongly is what you need to do. Even if it feels crazy for other people, you need to go for it. You need to get into that strength, that power within you. You can't do it and alone. It's showing that you can do this alone. Don't feel like you're left out. You need to be with other people. You need to step into the Queen of Sword mode, you know. This is me. I know. And I cut the heads of the people that, you know, don't belong in my field. Yeah, Five of Sword. You know, any mental conflict, anybody trying to manipulate you or whatever, you know, this is like just conflict. And you cut those heads. See, he has he's winning here in this depiction. You know, you've been healing, you've been needing, and you need actually in that moment where while you are getting into that mode of I'm going to cut heads, you also need to let yourself heal. You know, there's Four of Swords, Five of Swords here. You know, perhaps you've been in the mode of healing, of letting the sword down, but now he is in, okay, I'm going for it. He has the sword, he's in action here. You need to go for it now. Enough of thinking. Now it's a time of, yeah, doing it. Stepping into your power. Not being afraid. Remember, we had the goddess of Kali, liberating yourself from the fear of not being enough, of low self-worth. No. This is all showing you can do it. You can do it. You and only you. Trust, Pisces. Trust yourself. In the past, perhaps you felt that you couldn't do things on your own, that you needed, you know, a partner or someone. No, now it's the empowerment, the ultimate empowerment of the Emperor. Yeah, so we see here the Two of Wands being at a crossroad and the Devil. And the Devil is Capricorn energy, but it's really about all of your fears, you know. Which path are you going to choose? The one from, you know, the love that you feel within, what you truly want, your heart desire, or the one that is full of fear and so, no, I prefer this is more secure, I'm going to stay there. That's the question here. And for that, you know, the fear comes from, you know, the ego, the mind. You know, all of this is woo, 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 woo. That's why we need to step into a higher frequency here. That is where the power is found, because the insight is so clear that there's nothing else that can, you know, have us back down from it. It's just that power is tremendous once all of your energies are focused internally. The moon, yeah, that's all the subconscious fears, Pisces. That's been the illusions. That's why you've been in the illusions. We had the being left out, Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords. You need to cut the head of this a fear of abandonment, Pisces. You can't do it on your own. One more. Yeah, Four of Pentacles, needing to let go of something. Needing to let go here. What is this Four of Pentacles? Yeah, the Hierophant. From the very material aspect or view of things, you need to get into the higher perspective, the spiritual perspective. And that is your strength here. That is what will guide you onto, that is the strength that you need right now. Yeah, exactly. From this Two of Pentacles that was, you know, is reversed right now, that was between two. Again, you need to follow your heart. Ace of Cups is divinely given, and you have the Ace of Swords. So divine clarity, like we saw, there's an insight, an illumination that takes place from the heart. The third eye here, you see from your heart, from the divine. Once you, it's like a radio station. Once you put yourself on the right frequency, then the clarity comes, boom. And because you're on that frequency, you don't have any fear, any doubt. It's clear, and you just go for it, because you're all in this bubble, this spiritual bubble that protects you, and you just go, because you don't have any fear anymore. I'll just clarify with another deck, a few cards in this situation. Don't be afraid, Pisces. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's been a lot of drama, perhaps people, jealous people, competition, all of that stuff. You also working on Eight of Pentacles, working on those aspects, of getting out of those conflicts, out of those petty things that you've created from your energy in your life in the past. Now you want to elevate. That just shows that the people around you are not the right one. It's not the right situation. Two that flew out. Strength again. And Six of Swords. Yeah, you need the strength to get to calmer waters. That's so clear. It cannot become clearer than that. You need the inner strength to move on here towards what truly is what is meant for you. Queen of Wands. Confidence. See, again, when there are repeats like that in different decks, it's just showing how important it is. Your confidence, your power. You can't do it all alone, Pisces. The Sun. You're going towards your blessings. Two of Pentacles. Again, now you are in this too. What are you going to choose? There is the heart here. The Sun. It's a Leo card, and the heart is signifies Leo. It's the organ of Leo in astrology. So the Sun is everything. It's the happiest card of the deck. This is where you're going. Whatever you're moving towards here, Pisces, that is what you're manifesting. You need to be patient with yourself. More, Pisces. You can do it, Pisces. I want to cheer you on, or cheer us on. Four of Pentacles. Again, this Four of Pentacles, huh? Being so mind-oriented, material, holding on to something, being conservative. Underneath the Three of Swords. Perhaps you've been holding on to all the pain, the suffering in general, and maybe that's why the first card in the oracles was humor. Wanting to go towards celebration, joy, what feels good to you. Perhaps you're too used to the pain. When are we going to get out of that? This is the past, Pisces. Now we want to live from joy, from celebration, truly what our dream is, what brings us happiness. This is a choice, but we need the strength, the courage to go towards that. That means that we let go of the fear completely. We choose to empower ourselves to be happy. And they are showing that this pain was because you were not stepping into your power. Seven of Wands here. And into the Empress, which is unconditionally loving yourself. So knowing that you deserve the happiness. You have the power. It's so important, Pisces. Six of Cups. And that comes back to your childhood here. Whatever your dreams were, whatever your traumas are, they come from there. But the truth is going to be illuminated to you. Your patterns are going to be illuminated to you, so that you can move forward closer to your truth. This could be also a soulmate energy. One more. You've been your own blockage, Pisces. Six of Pentacles. Even give and take here. This is finding balance. And again, this balance needs to be found within you first. This is 6-6. Important number here. And Ace of Cups. The balance is found when you find the heart within you. that unconditional love within you, the Empress, right, that we just saw. Again, by the way, we had the Emperor and the Empress, so, you know, power couple could be coming through. But here, what is most important that is coming through today is, even though we have the Lovers and we have, you know, all of that, what is crucial is that you step into your sense of self-worth, that you can do it, and that you're going to be guided by the divine if you step up into the joy and the dream that you want to live, and that it's possible. It is truly possible as you focus on your heart. Ace of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Yeah. From this feeling left out, abandoned, you know, needing to be with someone all the time, you know, the feeling that you can't do it by yourself. There's a passionate new beginning here. Ace of Wands. Giving by the divine. Following that Pisces. And there's just one wand here. It's you. Your heart, your want, your passion, what you desire. And no longer being in the, you know, I'm alone, I'm not understood, you know, I feel left out, I'm not part of the community, you know. Perhaps that community is for you to create, Pisces. Okay? Yeah, Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles doesn't need anyone. She is serene, tranquil. She's connected to nature, to the earth, and she's abundant. She's a queen. You need to step into your throne, Pisces. Okay? Yeah, you have the Ten of Cups coming through. And the Moon. Once you get out of this illusion, Pisces, you have your happily ever after. Believe that it's possible. Okay. I love you. I hope this was helpful. I'll see you very soon. Take care.